Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Poetic Conversations with me, the Poetic Yogi. Hope you all are having an amazing evening or day, whatever time this may have set you. It's evening here for me in Chicago. It's Friday, May 15th at about 8:30 p.m. So today, I wanted to come on here once again to share with you a poem that I have written and also give you some reflection and perspective about said poem. So before we get started, I want to do a couple of things. Of course, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me and listen to my words. To be notified of when I'll have videos posted, hit that subscribe button for those notifications so you can get it and you don't have to miss out on it. Because I will be going live here soon on some days. I'll let you know. So, now that we've got that out the way, I want to first of all start off, as we always do, with some breath techniques. So, we're going to just recognize our breath, have a moment of mindfulness to connect ourselves with ourselves, and just become present in this moment. So, now to do that, I just want you to get in a comfortable position. So sit nice and straight, spine nice and straight. Sometimes, if you need help with that, you kind of bring in your belly button to your back. That kind of helps straighten you up. Bring your shoulders up, bring them all the way down. You can set your hands right in your lap. And then at this point, just recognize your breath. You can either close your eyes or just put your gaze down and just recognize your breath. Recognize how it goes in and out. No effort on you for you at all. You breathe on your own, on its own, automatic. Don't have to do anything for it. Now with that, let's take a deep inhale in through your nose and out through the mouth. Soften your eyes, relax your mouth, unclench your jaw, allow your tongue to relax. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears. Take another nice deep breath in through your nose and hard out. Now, this time we're going to take a deeper inhale and I'm going to count you up for 4. And you're going to take a deep exhale out through the nose and I'm going to count you down to 6. So let's go. Take a nice inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Begin to exhale. Let it go out through your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring that belly button in towards your spine, getting all that air out those lungs, and relax. And one nice big deep breath in and hard out. Okay. Hope that has you nice and centered and brought you into this present moment in this sacred space. The poem I am going to read tonight, I don't really have a name for, guys. Um, I wrote it April 3rd. Oh, I think I do have a name for it. I got something up here. It's called You Know What I Love About Me. You know what I love about me? My heart didn't turn to stone when my warm ones turned cold. I had to learn that most folks don't walk in authenticity. Authenticity. I took that lesson and made it a blessing. God had to show me that it's his job to handle his kids. He had to show me that it's not my duty to save those that don't want to be saved. I had to save me. That's why I love the little things about me, because I almost ended all my God given talents and abilities. But God showed me blessings and not the material kind. That unspeakable peace, unsurpassable joy, wrapped in unconditional love, overflowing with gratefulness that God saved me from me. Yes, I love my heart is full of joy and full of life and love to be the woman God created me to be. That's the end of that poem, y'all. That was a little heavy, wasn't it, y'all? I know, right? It's a little deep. Your girl done been through some things. And poetry has been a mechanism to help me get those words out of those feelings that sometimes it's hard to explain. So let's break down this poem. I wrote it April 3rd. So that was just last month, y'all. And last month, I was in a space of really understanding me better. And not so much trying to understand how I work when things come up that don't always feel good. Or when people come around and they're not walking in that hard word I couldn't say, authenticity. That's it. I didn't say it right before. Authenticity. Because you have to learn that everybody's not you. And God had to show me that. And I had to be okay with that. I had to become aware of it. Through awareness, I'm able to acknowledge it. Once I have acknowledged it, I can either accept it or change it or let it go. And I'm going to always be around people. So I had to learn to accept it and not be upset that people aren't me. I can't expect everybody to treat me like I treat me because they don't even treat themselves the way they want to be treated. That's what we have to remember. That old saying, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. No, don't. Don't do me like you want you to do you. Because a lot of people aren't aware of the damage that they cause themselves every day doing them. So treat me better than you treat you. Because that's what I do for me. Every day, I want to step it up a notch. But I can't expect that from everybody. So I had to learn that when those people that were close to my heart turned cold, I had to be okay with that. And now I've learned that, a lot of times when it feels like they're turned cold, it's not really that. They got their own thing that they got going on. They ain't even thinking about you. I learned that. So what do I have to do? I have to worry and think about me. I can't worry about what another person is thinking or doing because it's an induced suffering when you try to think about what somebody else is thinking about. You can't do that. You can't put yourself through a situation and saying, "Oh, I don't know. I wonder what they think about me. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. So they think this way." Baby, you don't know how they gonna think. So you have to do you. That's the biggest lesson I've learned. I have to be me. I have to move the way I want to move, asking God as my guide. Because at this point, everything that God has brought me through, saving me from myself, the only thing I want to do is walk in God's will. What is it, Lord, that you want me to do? Because I say thank you and I praise Him, but it just don't seem like enough. So I want to stay in His will. So I pray to the Lord every day and say, Lord, what you want me to do? That's how I was able, like I said here, take those lessons and make it a blessings. God had to show me that it's His job to handle His kids. Every last being, animal, human out here belongs to our Heavenly Father. Y'all His kids. I'm His child. Even if you feel distant from Him, He still loves you unconditionally. If you ever seen the movie The Shack, I highly, highly recommend it. It gives you a nice vision, I think, of how God sees His children. It's on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix. Anyhow, I'm plugging people. Anyhow, yeah. um, because once I realized everybody is God's kids, I don't need to go out here saving nobody. That's what one of my favorite things I used to love to do is interject myself where I think I can help. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I know that. And let me help you. And I can do this and weigh myself out. And then I turn around and need a little bit of help. I can't find nobody. Because again, remember what I said? You can't expect nobody to be you. But I was doing that. And what did it do? Cause for suffering. It doesn't feel good. It takes away your peace. It's added stress. I'm too blessed to be in all this stress. I'm not doing it if I don't have to. But the only way you can is that you have to become aware that you're doing it. You say, well, Miss Poetic Yogi, how do you become aware? I'm glad you asked. What are you thinking about? How do you feel when you're thinking about those thoughts? You have to become aware of what you consume. Because what you consume is what you begin to think about, what becomes your reality, whatever your perception is. Look at it. Just take one thing every day and say, maybe you wake up and you realize, why is the first thing that I think about is my job? How does that make you feel? Is that what you want to think about the first thing you wake up in the morning? Change it. But you can't change it unless you become aware of it. We have 70,000 thoughts or something, 700,000. We have a lot of thoughts a day. A lot of them are random, but a lot of them hold us in places that don't make us feel good, that induce suffering. So if you're sitting here someplace thinking, you get up in the morning, you want to wear something. Oh, I don't know if I should wear that jacket. Because what if they say this? What if they say that? Or I don't know if she'll do this. Worried about what other people think. Just recognize that thought. Realize that it's caging you. It's limiting you. Wear whatever you want. Doesn't matter what they say. Who are they? They is a made up thing. Wear whatever you want. Be whoever you want. That's why God created you. There's only one you to move and do like you. You were not created to be like anybody else. So you don't even want to know what they're thinking about because it's not you. Only be concerned with you. The only way you can do that is diving into you. Recognizing those thoughts, become aware of those thoughts, take an inventory of them, acknowledge them, and then make a decision. Do you want to accept it or do you want to change it? I beat that horse. So let's go into a little bit something else here, y'all. Okay. Now I want to talk about how God saved me. Um, that's why I love the little things about me because I also almost ended all my God given abilities, talents, and abilities. But God showed me blessings. So I was far from God, quite far. And in the process of being so far, I felt very worthless and didn't feel like I belonged. And with that lie that I laced in my mind, I would have thoughts of taking myself out. Crazy. I know, right? But that is what I'm talking about when I say these thoughts. Thinking that I wasn't a bag of chips with a soda on the side. Honey, I'm all of that plus some. But I kept forgetting that inner enemy that I talked about in one of my other videos attacks. It attacks because it doesn't want you to be happy. And what is that inner enemy? It's all of those thoughts that don't feel good, that's negative, that's telling you something different about you that you are not. I don't even know you, but I promise you, because you are the only one, I don't care if you're a quadruplet, twin, triplet, whatever, there's still only one you. God created you with his given talents and abilities that he saw that he wanted for you. He made the heaven, the moon, the stars, and everything. But he says we are his masterpiece. He sent his only son to this world. Jesus died for us. The love is unconditional. So understand that God gave you talents and abilities to be the greatest that you couldn't even imagine to be. So you no longer have to believe the myth that those thoughts and imagination tells you that you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not skinny enough. You're not light enough. You're not the right gender. You're not the right this. You're not the right that. Don't listen to it. It's false. And a good way to beat it is to make a list of what you love. Being grateful for all the things that you can see that you're thankful for. 10 things a day. Wake up, you open your eyes, thankful I can see, thankful I can smell, thankful I can talk, thankful I can walk, and keep it going. You will realize your brain will begin to create more and more things for you to be grateful for. And do you know you can't be anxious and grateful at the same time? So you can't even have all of those feelings of I'm not good enough and I'm this and I'm that while you're being grateful. Your brain can't handle it. It's two opposites. It's biological. Look it up. Like, I don't. Write it out. Understand the power that you are. God created you amazingly. Cry out to Jesus. Ask the Holy Spirit to lead you and guide you. Always here for you. I take a little drink, y'all. I've been having these sniffles today. Not sure what's going on. We're going to keep on talking. So that's that about understanding your God-given abilities. I had to realize my abilities, my talents. And I'm not saying it's just one. It could be several. Explore, having a life, be adventurous, enjoy yourself. God will bless you. And when I say blessings, I don't mean material things. Because this blessing I have of this unspeakable peace and this unsurpassable joy is like nothing else. But the only way I got here was I had to really see and ask God to show me who I am. He let me know whose I am. And once I realized whose I am and the power attached to me, I said, oh, walk a little bit taller. I wanted to live life fully, live life wholly, with purpose and joyfully. Because that's what God created us to do. Look at the world. Look at everything outside. The sun, the moon, the sunset. Let's just break that down. God literally created the sunset, paints all types of colors across the sky that's seen around the world every day. That's a gift, you ask me, because it's breathtaking every single time I see it. The sunset and the sunrise. I don't care where you're at in the world, it's going to take your breath away. Be grateful for that. Remember your power. Remember who you are through self-awareness. Understanding your thoughts. Take inventory of them. Become aware. Acknowledge them. Then make a choice to accept or to change. You can do that. Give yourself permission. No, you don't nobody else have to give you permission to be you but you. It's up to you. If you feel like you need permission, I'm giving it to you right now. You got the permission to be the most amazing you could ever be. And to do that, you start exploring you. Say, why do I like this? Why do I like that? Maybe I don't like this. Maybe I don't like that. Maybe you thought your favorite color was yellow. Maybe it's only been yellow because your best friend colored yellow. Maybe it's really green. Those are the thoughts. Begin the awareness. Acknowledge it. Accept it. The thought is, my favorite color is yellow. Why? That's the acknowledgement. It's because my best friend's color is yellow. Huh. Do I want to accept that or do I want to change it? I might want to explore other colors and change it. Come to find out your favorite color pink. Who would have thought it? But you never would have known if you wouldn't have explored you. Got down real and had the awareness about you. Choose you. Start worrying about what other folks thinking because it's not possible to know what someone else is thinking. You might say you telepathic and all of that. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, if that's your thing, that's cool. But biologically, all you're doing is making yourself suffer. when you're worrying about what somebody else is thinking about you. So don't do it. It's not necessary. Worry about what you're thinking about you. Because if you're not worrying about that, then what? What's the point? You can't change what they're thinking. So what? So if you find out what they're thinking, then what? What if it's not what you want them to be thinking? Now what? Don't even do that to yourself. Okay? So, sum it up today is the thoughts, being aware, understanding you got God given talents and abilities, and you were created to do something great. So don't shortchange yourself. You are amazing in every single way. Do not believe the thoughts that are limiting you. You have no limits because there's only one you. You are a masterpiece. Amazing person you are. So with that, to end the night, let's just take a couple of more deep breaths. I hope the poetic conversation hit your spirit, touched your soul, made you feel a little bit better than you did when you walked in the door. Okay, take a nice deep breath in, hot out, soften your eyes, soften your mouth, relax your face. Allow all the muscles to just relax. Your head, your face, your neck. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out through the nose. Another deep breath in with a count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale out slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold empty. Bring that belly button back to that spine. And hot out. Well, hope that brought you back to the present moment and you feel great. You were inspired. Y'all take care. It's the Poetic Yogi of the Poetic Conversations. Have a great night.